Alright, welcome back to more Standard and Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Today we're going to be playing this sweet little Unholy Annex list that top-8'd the 10k at the recent regional championship in the US. It seems like a nice little list. Got all the usual Unholy Annex suspects. We've got our Sheoldreds, our Archfiends, our Soulstone Sanctuaries, all enabling this card. We also have lots of solid pieces of interaction. All our usual removal spells and discard spells. We actually have Cruelclaw's Heist, which is a bit of an interesting inclusion. This is a card I've always enjoyed quite a bit more than most people seem to, so I'm excited to give it a spin. But most interesting of all, we have this card, Qarsi Revenant, which is one of the more recent inclusions added to the deck. Free flying Death Touch lifelink, of course, compares favorably to our old friend Vampire Nighthawk. But then the really cool part of it is if this dies, you can turn your Sheoldred or your Archfiend into a huge lifelinker, which honestly sounds kind of sick to me. Especially, yeah, like someone just mentioned in chat, Noitaron's losing popularity. That helps Qarsi Revenant too. Lots of the decks at the moment are actually playing deal 2 damage effects, like we see in, is it Prowess? So, Burst Lightning, not very good against this card. Excited to give it a spin and see how it feels. This seems like a fine hand. Yeah, Unstoppable Slash is a very strange card, VV. Oh, they're playing the deck we played last stream. This deck rules, the blue-white United Battlefront deck. I want to play more of that deck. It's really fun. It felt like surprisingly reasonable. Luckily, Dreams of Steel and Oil can take artifacts. Also, their hand is, oh, incredible. Kind of want to take the Synthesizer. Oh, hey, Rin. My day's been good. I went to go have lunch with a really lovely friend. I've been doing a bunch of unpacking. Slowly chipping away at getting my my apartment to a more usable state. I kind of want to Annex, because if I Preacher, they can play the Braided Net. That's Pawsome. It is Pawsome, I agree. I did accidentally fall asleep for a couple hours. I had a big nap when I was meant to be starting the stream, because I've maybe been pushing myself a bit hard to get everything sorted with this house. Yeah, I wanted to Annex to find a land. Then we get to Archfiend, or we get to Duress plus free drop. I figured either of those sound pretty great. Honestly, I don't hate going Duress the Braided Net. Play the Preacher. Hey, Scooter. One day behind the best deck meta. So true. So true. Well, we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. We need to not die to this Case of the Filched Falcon. Of course. Atomic Alchemical, cheesed to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Surely I have never seen you here before. No, that card's so good. That one land is working out pretty nicely, huh? Kind of a beating. Oh, they're going after the Annex, though. I'm actually pretty relieved about that, I'm gonna be honest. Well, I count that as a minor victory. I guess we just start making demons. I don't really want to get another Annex online for a moment. These raceways seem really sweet with our demons later. Indeed, Scooter, indeed. I believe the YouTube videos have officially started back up, which is nice. My opponent seems to be running out of stuff, which frankly, I'm okay with. We could go Qarsi Revenant Annex, which uses my mana pretty well. It doesn't sound terrible. Sheoldred's Edict's actually kind of an interesting one. Against the artifact creature they can make with Filch Falcon. God, I love this new background. I feel like the camera view is so much more cozy than it used to be. I've not even done up this room yet either. It's still a bit of a mess. And yet, here we are. Oh, I'm sorry, Shay. It's a hard life. Alright, you may sack a creature token of your choice, friend. Yeah, they do get a card out of the deal, I guess. But you also get in for $1 million. Could be worse for us. And we get to drain them. Keep drawing cards. Doing pretty good for ourselves. The Raceway is going to give our Archfiend haste as well. Haste way. Is my untapped overlay off? It won't be in 2 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Ooh, Cruelclaw's high. That's such a fun one. Let's do it. I said, hey, what's going on? Okay, admittedly, the cards in their deck are much worse than our deck, so I don't really know why I gifted them a card. But I will take the good card. Damn, I also denied myself an Annex. Oh my god, what am I doing? Anyway, this seems fine. Still doing okay for ourselves. Yeah, the cards in their deck are super synergistic. Makes Cruelclaws a little less hype in this matchup, for sure. Hey, Callie. Oh no, the Braided Net versus the Archfiend. They're still kind of dead, though. Oh my gosh, eh? Only 300 more days to go. I actually have no idea what number Sophia is up to, but this doesn't have reach, right? Thankfully not. Oh, that's a fun one. We can go Braided Net, Sheoldred Haste. Yeah, why not? That's pretty good. Hey, Tony. We are playing the Demons deck that did well in the 10K at Minneapolis, question mark? I can never remember which city it is. Oh, Storm Splitter Cutter. I've not seen this. I kind of need to see this. Alright, Cut Down seems truly unplayable here. Dreams seems gas. Preacher seems fine. Edict could be fine. We'll have a look in a minute. There's a tiny gnome driving it. That's kind of phenomenal. Hey, Emily. Whilst I click cards at random, should do my shoutouts. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're enjoying watching the stream, make sure to give a follow. If you're really enjoying watching the stream, I have a YouTube channel. Link is up on screen and soon to be in chat. My editor does a great job uploading a lot of my content there. Lots of VODs from the past few months of Standard. Also, if you're really enjoying the stream, I bought out these Go for the Throats against the Artifact deck. If you're already enjoying the stream. If you're really enjoying the stream, make sure to check out my Patreon. My Patreon's a nice place. It's one of the best ways to support me. It's also where I post sideboard guides and strategy articles occasionally. We currently have a guide for Is It Prowess up there that I'm going to be updating again within the next few days. I like to keep the guides up to date if they're decks I'm actively playing. So definitely give that a look. And welcome back. Oh, hey, Pale Geek. Good to see you. Alright, we are game up against Azorius Battlefront. Game 1 felt pretty easy. But they never landed a synthesizer, which certainly helps. Oh, I wonder if I meant to board in the Sylex to deal with synthesizer tokens. Because there are going to be games where we don't get to discard the synthesizer. This hand seems very mediocre. But I guess I'm keeping. Hey, Balf. That hand also seems very mediocre. Yeah, let's take a look at this deck list. Wow. What's the reasoning on playing Storm Splitter again? I'm very curious. New location. Yeah, the event that's happening is I moved house. Which is why I wasn't streaming for a while. I missed a lot of streams because that's how house moves work. Oh, that makes sense, Emily. I mean, maybe we give it a spin. It sounds fun. You thought you were missing a lot of streams? I also missed a lot of streams. Is my sideboard guide for moving house on my exclamation mark Patreon? Sure, you minus all the stuff out of your old place, and then you plus it into your new place, and then you're kind of done. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as I make it sound, but you know. Oh my god. I can never win. I am so dead. I am so dead. Pack it up. Wait, great job qualifying for that move house event. Thank you, thank you. The event was a bit too much pay to compete. Never really understand events like that, but you know. Can't all be Pro Tours, I guess. They registered artifacts versus our mono black deck. Yeah. Hey, free drag. Well. Time for some Sheoldred. Still usually plus CB. That I can certainly confirm. Oh boy, this is going to be a toughie. Wow, they're actually letting me attack. Oh, Saw Blades. Well, if they had Saw Blades, they could have done it already, though. If I don't attack, I get to play a second Death Toucher. If I do attack, I up my speed, though. Am I just not casting this Dreams? Am I just assuming this Dreams is blank cardboard? I guess I'm still going to cast it. I'm kind of curious, you know? This might be bad. I may be meant to save it until post-net. You know? Maybe. Eventually they draw 3 cards of net, and then I cast it instead. Oh hum. We're here now. The Sheoldred is quite the champion right now. The speed land, yeah, Amonkhet Raceway is kind of sweet. We played it in Goblins a few weeks ago. You can haste your Krenko with it. Oh no, it's a 5/5 now. Ooh, that's actually quite annoying. Well. Look at all my mighty 3-drops. Cower before them. Yeah, if they draw 4 cards, now they die. It's true. The Sheoldred is, like, hard carrying. It's gotta be said. The Sheoldred is hard carrying. Best 3-drops in Standard. When you think about it, most of this board is 3-drops. Alright. Good luck. Have fun, opponent. Nice. Shoutouts to Sheoldred. Opponent just wanted to go out on their own terms. I respect it. Yeah, why not? Interaction into Preacher. You got the Demon. One of many. Spire Bluff Canal. Oh, looks like we're gonna go fishing for a Quarry Steel Cutter. What do you know? They have a Floodmore, so we're probably just killing their creatures instead of developing this Preacher. Be Demon with no haste. Yeah. It's true. It is certainly true. Right. I mean, if I play Annex, I'd, like, hypothetically get a fish. But then they just don't have to cast this Floodmore. I guess we need to force them to cast it. So that, we can actually stick a creature ever into the Floodmore card. Pretty good. Yeah, you're thinking of a slightly different format there, Alchemical. A land in the hand is worth 2 in the deck. That's what I always say. Well, fun fact, if they have an untapped land, we just get completely bodied by the Storm Chaser's talent forever because we're trying to cast 4-drops against Izzet Prowess. They might also not have it. Oh, look at them not have it. Phenomenal. I think doing anything other than casting Preacher here is probably illegal. I just want to not die. Sleight of hand, okay. That's not a cutter, at least. They bounce the Shelly, but currently we can block the Otter. Hopefully that continues to be the case. This is the easiest block of my life. We have so many resources in hand, and they have a Floodmore face up. So we just need to preserve our life total. Okay. Guess we just gotta force this Floodmore. I guess they can also just kind of grab a Monstrous Rage instead. Only one cutter in the top 20. Indeed, indeed. Wild stuff. Hey, Huzzled. Yeah, they grab the Floodmore, they bounce the Shelly. Classic playing 4-drops against the Floodmore deck. Untap land, please. But untap land would have been so good. I get to go Duress plus Shelly, and I feel a lot more comfortable. Well. You see, I mean, this is very acceptable. That was their whole turn. Now I get to go Duress plus Lifelinker. Alright, suddenly I'm feeling okay. You know, still on 9. I guess casting this to Archfiend is legal. Because they die in 2 hits. Yeah, definitely just slamming a 6/6. I agree. Was this plus activate Rev? Well, I guess I'm casting the dreams anyway. We can cast the dreams. It probably achieves nothing. So I could Revenant to gain 6, but Unholy Annex still gains me 2. Which I think is like probably better because I also get to draw a card. Being on 11 is pretty hard to die, I think. Maybe I'm gonna get punished for my hubris here. But I also think putting them to 4 is pretty meaningful too. In terms of being able to kill them if they like bounce this Archfiend a bunch. Nice. Oh my god, I can't believe we won that game. Let's go. It just kind of works. Yeah, the deck's been feeling nice. Yeah, this doesn't have bat. This is the list that came second in the 10K at Minneapolis 30. I definitely want second Preacher. I feel like I'm probably meant to bring in these Filigree Sylexes, question mark. We want more dreams. I'm very unsure, because, like, Kato is very important to answer. Dreams is kind of mid against the rest of their deck, though. I feel like I've had people brick with dreams against me so much when I play Is It. I feel like this speed demon is like feeling a little spooky here. Yeah, the 3-1 split's a bit curious. I don't disagree. Bring in Gixes. Yeah, I was thinking the Edict for Rao. Fourth Dreams might be for, like, Domain, I guess. I agree the Fourth Dreams is maybe not sticking around forever. Yeah, this is a lot of discard. But, I don't know. It's not that different from playing Bat, right? Bat is also discard. It just happens to give you a 1/1, I guess. Don't love this hand. Probably gonna keep. I see. Spooky, spooky. Oh, they're missing a land drop. That's pretty nice, at least. Spell Pierce time. Wait, was there a mono white deck that did well at the RC? Can you link it, everyone? I would love to see that. Oh, you do have the Spell Pierce. Alright, makes sense. Alright. Probably just have to answer some critters this time. Next time we can slam a Ritual Chamber. I think Sultai did pretty badly overall, right? I looked at Sultai's win rate. And it seemed bad, but maybe there was a list that did well. Oh, Preacher of the Schism. I think I really want to Ritual Chamber, but maybe this is bad into like second Spell Pierce. Obviously they can Floodmore me, or they can Scoop. That's also a valid response. Floodmore's made this matchup harder. Yeah, I feel like Floodmore's made a lot of matchups harder. Floodmore's real nice. Land or Annex? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, Elspeth Stormslayer. I love that card. Oh, we're against a Sultai deck? God freaking damn it. Oh, what a beating. Bricking on the Duress after mulliganing to 6. Wow. Wow, discard spells suck. Good lord. And now they draw the non-creature. Yeah, you can Floodmore their temporary lockdown. Actually, an incredibly common play. Okay, so it turns out I'm dead. Excellent. What are opponents' green and black cards? Good question. Oh. We figured out the answer. This game has been so brutal. Good lord. Whatever. Whatever. What's the replacement for Shelly and Dross after rotation? I honestly have no idea. Isn't Desecration Demon still in standard? That card's not very good though. Right. Liliana's in. Blot Out in. Anoint in. Dreams. Take out these cut downs. Maybe a robbery question mark. I'm not sure. Preacher seems very vulnerable. I wouldn't mind like cutting Preacher, but maybe that's crazy. Probably crazy. Maybe Final Fantasy will have demons. I believe there are demons, because some of the summons are demons. Like Ifrit. I assume Ifrit has to be a demon, Can someone please confirm that Ifrit is a demon? If not, I will be so mad. Oh. Depends on the game. There. Oh yeah, the Falafels are dwarves now. Which is crazy. I guess they aren't allowed their own creature type. It's like somewhat hard for me to imagine this hand winning a game. Maybe I meant to mulligan it. But also we're playing the Emilion discard spell mirror, presumably. I don't know. If I'd known they were mulling to 5, I might have mulled this. Actually a really good draw. Well, you may discard a card, return target creature or land. Well, yeah, definitely taking the Unholy Annex. This Unstoppable Slasher is going to be a beating. I guess I want to kill it in their next turn to deny them a combat step. I do get punished if I draw a thing I want to cast, but you know. Probably a good problem to have, ultimately. This just slows the Slasher by a turn doing it this turn instead of Blast. Because they don't get to remove a stun counter this turn. I see. Yeah, I agree, Ren. It makes perfect sense. For sure, for sure. Stacked hand, yeah. I guess I'm taking this Terrace under. If they run out the Revenant, they might not get to develop this Dread Knight as a result. Why not Awaken? Because it doesn't seem like a very good card. It's a sorcery, and the Terrace Under is an instant. It's kind of my thinking. And like, Awaken's just a 1-for-1, right? Outrageous Robbery, that's pretty nice. Why not kill Slasher long term? I mean, I have the Terrace Under for Slasher. Maybe I should have killed it though. Cash in might go for the throat. Yeah, you might be right. Then I get to save Terrace Under for this Dread Knight. Yeah. I think you are probably correct there. Oh, they just get another Slasher. But I guess that's fine. They have to discard a card to do it. Yeah, they lose their Dread Knight. Honestly, kind of an acceptable deal. Now I get to go for the throat the Slasher. Untap. Slam a huge Outrageous Robbery and feel pretty good. I should probably play around a counterspell. So this is 6 cards. Alright. Gaming. Opponent's deck is something. Alright. They drew their good card. Yeah. We should probably do this whilst I'm able. And I guess I just really want to draw cards. God, they have another one of these in hand. They just get to kill it. Oh my god. I guess we're playing Archfiend then to bait them. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't really get the appeal of this Awaken card. Is Vindicate really that good? Yeah, I got the Cottage and the Green Source. I was also a fan of that, yes. Alright, I found a Glissa for later. Oh, she's not a Lalafell. She's a Taru. I've not played 9 yet. I have not actually played Final Fantasy 9 yet, in my defense. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. 9 is the cutest, but also the saddest. I mean, that's a strong sell for me. So far, I've finished 6, and I'm on the verge of finishing 10. Although I probably won't get to finish it for a couple months, because I'm only playing it when my girlfriend is visiting me, since it is one of her favorite games ever. Wow, they aren't killing my Annex. Can I please draw a removal spell? I cannot. I do get to protect my Annex, though. Oh, boy. Let me draw something good. I like the part where the only reason I'm even vaguely in this game is because I got to Outrageous Robbery for 6. And even then, I'm still kind of losing. One day you'll finish 7 Rebirth. Yeah, 7 is probably the one I'm going to play next. But I don't know when that will ever happen. My life is a bit too busy at the moment. Oh, I love Titus. Titus is excellent. I know not everyone's a Titus fan. I think Titus is pretty great, personally. Oh, the Liliana is going to make them sack the Revenant, and then they just put the counters on the Archfiend. So we still need to draw another removal spell. An Anoint would be the dream. That one's also pretty good. Alright. You sack a creature, my friend. I get in for free. Trigger my Annex. Oh, I might have waited for them to put the counters on. Yeah, I should have done that. You're right. You're right. That was a pretty big mistake. Chance that they have negate in their deck against me is not super high. Yeah, they can make a flying refret now. Yeah. I messed up. It is true. It is certainly true. Okay, this is kind of an acceptable outcome, though. Goodbye, Liliana. That's a pretty good blocker. Okay. Am I attacking? Yes, I'm attacking. They probably aren't blocking, and if they are, that's probably acceptable. This is basically what I've heard about 7 Rebirth. It's like 90% mini games by volume. I can't say that I'm ever going to play that one. Sounds improbable. No. My Annex. God damn it. Alright, Cruelclaw's Heist. You gotta work overtime right now. Or you can take an unplayable free. There's also a thing you can do. Okay. I mean, it's not like I get anywhere by not attacking, right? They have 14 cards left in that deck. If I had another Outrageous Robbery in my deck, it would almost single-handedly kill them. Can't get over how greedy that deck list is. Mood. I say as I die horrifically to it. Excellent. I can Qarsi Revenant on my Qarsi Revenant. Oh, if I draw an Archfiend, they die. That counts, right? That adds to Amonkhet Raceway. I never said I wasn't a hypocrite, everyone. Zoomies. Maybe Ghost Vacuum is okay. Yeah, it helps with Slasher, it helps with Dread Knight, and then I think the game's legitimately going to get to the point where we make a billion 1/1s. Mayhaps. Yeah, I agree, Zeldam. You think Gix's command is pretty good? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I am also inclined to agree. I have to take 3 cards out, though, of note. Easier said than done. Shave on discard. Yeah, maybe Shaver Dreams. Edict is nice. Yeah, the problem is I'm already in the territory of wanting to cut things, but we did not see any counterspells. It's true. No, I kind of like the Lilianas, I think. I think if they go turn 3 Slasher and I go turn 3 Liliana, I'm pretty happy with that exchange. Does get the snakes. Yeah, that's the only reason I haven't cut another one. Specifically because of the snake. I guess we're just going to go really low on demons. Alright, game 3. Mulligan. I'm keeping this. I don't know. We're not winning off a mod 5. Let's be real. Brick City. Let's go. Brick City, population, the opponent. I'm gonna hit Dread Knight. God fucking damn it. Brick City, population, rainy. Why does anyone put Dreams of Steel and Oil in their deck anymore? No one even plays Domain. Of course they draw the creature the next turn, of course. Oh my god, I'm so bitter. I'm so bitter, y'all. Discard spells are so bad. So bad. These discard spells have been heinous. Yes. I agree. I agree completely. No, they literally have Dread Knight in there, that Cuzzled. They literally have Dread Knight. Alright. Game's gonna be a tough one, apparently. But not for the opponent. They're usually happy if your opponent plays Dread Knight. Yeah, that's fair. So this is like a low resource game, which makes Dread Knight actually a playable card for the first time in its life. Alright, they did not find a creature. You love to see it. We are gonna absolutely kill that reef. And I guess we're gonna play a Shelly. Use my mana effectively. Oh, they get back the reef. That's so funny. God damn it. Going crazy. Going crazy. If I play the Speed Demon, would I trade it for the reef? Probably, right? But I get to draw a card out the deal, which is nice. Or I could just play the Revenant, and that's like better to trade with the reef. They get to get back the reef again. I am aware. Don't worry, I'm very aware of this. Well, they can get back a 6/6. Resolves. Wow. Discard spells, huh? We've cast 3 discards. Wow, ignoring Cruelclaw's Heist, which is the GOAT. We've cast 3 discard spells this game between us, and all 3 of them are bricked. Just phenomenal stuff. I guess there's an argument for not trading there. But now I get to Revenant on my Speed Demon, which seems fine. Such a miserable mirror. It ain't great. It ain't great. I'll give it that much. I'm considering if they even want to discard. They do not. That card is better than an Archfiend. Is that better than an Archfiend, though? Oh, it removes the counters from the Speed Demon. That's so funny. That's adorable. I kind of just want to Outrageous Robbery for 4. My life total's pretty healthy. I'm just gonna have a million cards here. Oh, or I can cast this on the Glisser. That's also pretty good, I imagine. Let's wait for them to put counters on her, but then we'll do that. Well, I'm not even doing it. As my opponent read Qarsi Revenant. Oh, we get to see the library in full. This is the real reward. Okay, this was not actually terribly interesting. We've kind of seen all the spice already. I could just robbery, but I feel like gaining life is not a terrible idea. Shoutouts to Speed Demon. Actually being kind of a banger right now. Yeah, the Finekeeper's familiar seems nice. The Saga seems kind of unplayable to me. I suppose so. Suppose this is a keep. What's up with this tiger? What's going on with this tiger? God, I feel like I baited everyone with Dreams and Steel and Oil. I've had like 3 or 4 different people at events come up to me and thank me for putting Dreams of Steel and Oil in Pixie. But I feel like there was like a window of about a month and a half where that card was great. And now it's just back to being like mid at best. There was like a solid month and a half where it was like it solved your domain matchup. I don't want to do this. There's a solid month and a half where it solved your domain matchup. It let you have a high enough removal count against the red decks because it counted as a removal spell, kind of. It was just like solid glue for a bunch of matchups, half of which like only barely exist anymore. Yeah, so much crazy how much the format can change with so much little change. Yeah. Yeah. Dreams is nice against the Oculus deck, but also the Oculus deck has become a lot better against Dreams. The Oculus deck is now just kind of like an aggressive mid-range deck that happens to have Oculus in it. So Dreams is fine against them, but it's not like the all-star banger it used to be. There's like a lot of little things have changed. That card is really good for like a month and a half. Oh, we're against red. Cut down, Preacher, Anoint, Dreams. Duresses are bad. Speed Demon is probably bad. Yeah, the enchantment's really sick in Oculus now. Proft's Eidetic Memory. Huzzled with the 6 months. Thank you, Huzzled. Thank you. Annex, yeah, I kind of want to board out some Annexes. The problem is I kind of want to board out half my deck. So, you know. The Annexes are probably staying on the basis that I don't have enough stuff to bring in. I could bring in Edict and Liliana's over some stuff. I assume the full 4 Cruelclaw's Heists is pretty illegal. Yeah, FOMO plus Profits plus Steam Core is sick. On Malamet, how goes Mono Black? We are 3-0. It's been going pretty good. I don't know that I love this specific list. But I will say the vibes on Mono Black overall are more reasonable than I expected. This deck has felt quite decent to me. At least in like a macro sense. This Qarsi Revenant card is kind of nice. Now that people aren't playing Nowhere to Run quite as much as they used to. And now that there are lots of Burst Lightning seeing play. We have not played against Control. I assume that would be harder, yes. I assume that would be more challenging. Good game. Damn, look at us go. Control doesn't exist. So true. I should play more Jeskai at some point. But the last time I played Jeskai was like kind of the most horrifying experience ever. So I don't know if I can bring myself to do that. But I'm willing to believe it might be a better deck now. You know? Yeah, that one Jeskai session was truly unpleasant. But maybe the list that like literally won the RC is slightly better tuned. Wishful thinking, I know. Oh, my Revenant. Whatever will I do? Wow, Rainy's so toxic. My opponent GG'd me. I was returning the favor. Okay, Case of the Crimson Pulse is probably the singular card in the format that can maybe give them a chance. Although it's still going to be challenging for them. It's still going to be a little challenging. I feel like I don't want to block. I already want to make this demon a 6/6 lifelinker. You know? It sounds pretty good to me. God, Qarsi Revenant, baby. What a card. What a magical card. I did call it a bad card about half an hour ago. Look. I continue to be a hypocrite. You love this mana base. Oh, the mana base in this deck is clean. I love these Amonkhet Raceways. These Amonkhet Raceways have been bangers. Honestly. Revenant in battlefield equals bad, Revenant in graveyard equals OP. It was more that I was salting off about hitting a Revenant against active Annex, but you know. 4-0. 4-0. Would you put in Revenant over Preacher in the side? We have 4 Revenant in the main deck. We're not allowed to put any more in the... Oh wait, you mean would I swap-a-roo them? Maybe.